Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 273.
It's moving day once again. We are leaving the 2-bedroom villa here at Beach Club Villas, which is very sad because we are enjoying all the space. We're heading to a studio over at Bay Lake Tower. So we got everything all packed up and called Bell Services and asked them to take our luggage and transfer it over. But we didn't leave just yet. We were a little early. We did get that video uploaded that talks all about the Skyliner and our experience and what we thought about it. So we were able to get that up. It basically took all night for it to upload, but it was ready this morning.
So if you want to see it, there is a link down in the description for that video. Once we were done with the upload, we did head downstairs in Beach Club Villas because we saw a sign that said they are doing bingo today, and we really enjoyed it over at Wilderness Lodge, and we won some pretty cool prizes. So we want to go ahead and play bingo here at Beach Club as well. We had a little bit of time to kill before bingo started though, so we pulled out one of our bags and we actually had a few puzzles in there. Not very big puzzles, but just puzzles that her family had brought to us whenever they came down. So we set those out and went ahead and worked on those puzzles and finished them all pretty quickly because they were small puzzles. Once we were done, it was almost time for bingo, so we headed over into the room and sat down waiting for the cast members. They came in, started setting everything up and getting everything ready. They gave us our bingo cards and we were just chatting with them, having a good time. And it came time for bingo to start, and we were the only ones in the room, which actually is a good thing because then one of us has to win, which means one of us is going to get a prize. So they said, well, let's just go ahead and wait a couple minutes, see if anybody else shows up. It's like, okay, fine, yeah, we'll take some competition. So we waited a couple minutes. Sure enough, a mom and her daughter showed up. So now we have some competition. We've got to actually try to win this thing. Like, okay, that's fine. As if you could actually affect bingo whenever you're trying to win. Anyway, so we're getting ready to start. And she goes, you know what? Let's wait just another minute, see if anybody else shows up. Sure enough, another family shows up. Parents and 2 children. So now we've got even less of a chance to win because there's 4 people over there playing, 2 people there. It's like, okay, I'm not liking how the odds are going right now. So they set everything up and said, all right, we're really playing this time. Go ahead and start marking your cards. We're doing standard 5-in-a-row bingo. We did the 5-in-a-row bingo and did not win the first round. The little girl won the first round. So they gave her a DVD. She got her choice of several of them and got to take one of those home with her. And then we played the second round, another 5-in-a-row bingo, which we also did not win. The other family happened to win that one. I was like, wow, I think it's going around. This is good, right? But we didn't win still. So they gave them their choice of DVD. And because the round's getting further along, they gave them a second prize as well. They gave them a mug. It had Stitch on there. So I was like, okay, progressively better prizes is a good thing. We just need to make sure we win the jackpot round.
For the final round, we had to make an X on there, which, I mean, the last time we had to do something like this, it took a very, very long time. And this did the same thing. I don't know if they've never done this before, but apparently they don't realize at the resorts, the harder it is to get it, the longer these rounds take, and they take a very long time. But I managed to get the X and I managed to win. I was so excited. I was like, okay, am I gonna get a DVD, a mug? I'm not sure. And they said, here, you get a little piece of paper. And I was like, okay. So I didn't know what it was. I read it and it was a free 30-minute pontoon ride. And I was like, I am so glad I didn't win the other prizes because this is way better than a DVD.
And that's a pretty great prize, especially compared to the other stuff. I mean, I think that's even better than the Sea Racers that we've won before too. So we're looking forward to checking that out and using it someday in the future, just not today. Today we still have to go over to our new room at Bay Lake Tower. So we called an Uber and went and rode over to Bay Lake Tower. Went up and our room was already ready. We had a theme park view from this studio, which was amazing. We took pictures around the room and then of course did our room tour as well. We've got a queen size bed for the main bed here in the room, and on either side there is a little nightstand. Now the nightstand does not have an outlet or USB plugs on it. However, there is one outlet down below each one, so you can plug up your devices there next to the bed each night if you want to. And you can see that entire room tour linked down in the description below and up there in the corner.
As soon as we were done with all that, we grabbed a bunch of those snacks we've been getting from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, put them in my purse, and took the monorail over to the TTC, and from there over to Epcot, because tonight is the final night of Illuminations and we do not want to miss this. We want to get a really good spot. So we headed inside, found the spot we wanted, sat down, got those snacks out and just started snacking away because we have several hours until it's about to start.
And we were not the only ones either.
No,
there
we
were
were
a
not.
lot of people camped out. I mean, the show ran for 20 years, so it's got a lot of fans out there. So
Yeah.
I understand everybody camping out for it, but we're here for the long run. We're just going to sit, enjoy our snacks, and wait until it's time, and then we're going to stand up with everybody else and crowd up around the railing.
We did get to see an absolutely incredible sunset while we were sitting here, which was really nice because it gave us something to look at while we're sitting here eating all those snacks. And then as it got darker, we actually were able to see the moon, which was really awesome. So we took a picture of that. We got all settled, we stood up, had our tripod, we're all ready to go. And about a quarter till, it just started raining with waves of water coming down. We're like, are they going to delay it? We're not really sure. Sometimes they have to do that, and we weren't sure what was gonna happen. But at 9 o'clock on the dot, the music came on, the voice came on, and illumination started. And it was so emotional because it was the final one. And we both love this show.
We're gathered here tonight around the fire as people of all lands have gathered for thousands and thousands of years before us to share the light and to share a story.
It's kind of the show that I grew up watching at Epcot because it's been there for 20 years, and it's just like all I remember really, except for bits and pieces before that. So I was a little bit attached to the show. I was a little bit sad it was going away, but it was a great final show. I'm glad we got to video the entire thing. We didn't actually ever post the video, we just kind of had it, so I'll upload that, and you can find that link in the description as well if you want to see it. But it was just kind of a really sad night, and the sky was crying, and we were all crying, and then it was over, and we all had to leave the park. So we started heading out of the park, and it was still drizzling and raining, and we didn't want to stand in the rain on the ramp up to the monorail. We decided to stop instead in Mouse Gear and kill a little time. That way the line would go down at the monorail, and we could stand under the shelter part instead of standing out in the rain. As we're walking around in Mouse Gear, not really looking to buy anything, we noticed a sign that we have not seen before. We walked over to the register to see what the sign said, and it was all about this new gift card deal they were doing, and it started back on August 29th. And somehow we have not seen this sign at all in the last month. We just haven't spent much time in the stores in Epcot specifically, I guess. And the deal was if you bought a $100 gift card as an annual pass holder, you would get a $10 dining card to accompany that $100 gift card. The dining card was good as a gift card at several different restaurants in Epcot within a certain date range. And I was like, well, if we're gonna spend the money on rooms and on everything else in the parks, because basically everything we spend can be bought with a Disney gift card, why not go ahead and get the $10 free and have some free meals out of it? So we read the fine print to make sure we weren't missing anything and there's nothing we don't understand. Got up to the counter and said, hey, is there a limit on the number of gift cards that you can buy? And they were like, no, I don't think so. So they checked with the manager, like, nope, there's no limit. Okay, cool. So I think we want to get 10 of those. And they're like, well, they're $100 a piece. I was like, right, we want 10 of them, like, so we can get $100 worth of a free gift card and then 10 of those gift cards. They're like, right, but that'd be $1,000. I was like, yes, we understand. We would like to purchase 10 $100 gift cards for a total of $1,000, which also means we get a $100 voucher for other meals in the future. And I was like, that's like 10% back essentially. So they rang us up and we took those gift cards and I was like, all right, this is pretty cool. We're gonna have eventually a free meal because we bought these gift cards, and we're just gonna turn around and use these gift cards to pay for our rooms, because now that September is over, all those DVC rooms are done. We're going to be paying every time we check in, because all those rooms we booked directly through Disney that are hotel rooms have to be paid at check-in. So I think it's going to work out pretty well that we're going to get a few free meals and also save a little money that way. We headed out and the rain had mostly stopped and we made it over to the monorail, and of course the line was much shorter now. Took the monorail back to the TTC and then all the way around to the Contemporary, walked over to Bay Lake Tower to our room, and that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.